because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hopkinson.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick 6? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
For the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. So they send in Will Reichard for this field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to draw closer. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Off play action. Here's Williams. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He's got his big target, Everett. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And now it's going to be third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Chicago. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Roll, Ogunze. Touchdown, Bears.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Here's Walker. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Dallas Turner on the stop.
Dallas Turner on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. Let's go now. 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will go all the way. Rome Odunze, touchdown Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will go up by 7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Receiver in motion, going right. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he gets that to Hardman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. To the air once more is McCarthy. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So back and forth they go. Give up the middle with Swift. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the handoff, this is Walker. Kenneth Walker to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Walker. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Swift trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Walker. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll take this down inside the 35. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing again is McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Going up top. And he will score. Game on. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Vikings. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Here's second and 2. They'll go again with Swift. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the give, here's Swift. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. A run here with Swift. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Swift. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down. On the ground, it's Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. They run on the jet sweep, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.